Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're all doing very well. Today, I am going to show you one of my secrets. This is my eggplant dip. It's a Sudanese dish that is usually served almost every day, weekly, in any kind of occasions, weddings, funerals, whatever. Okay, this is my take on the Sudanese eggplant dip. We call it Salatet Aswad. Salata means salad, and Aswad, which is the eggplant. A lot of people do it in different ways. There are like more than 100 ways to make this dip, and I have tried many. I like all of them, but this is my favorite. We're going to start with peeling our eggplant. A lot of people as well don't peel the eggplant. I prefer to peel it. It just makes it easier for me when I'm mashing it later. But you can leave a little bit of skin there if you would like to have some kind of texture. But we're going to fry it and then mash it, so you can do you. I'm going to cut it into small cubes. As well, you can actually just cut it into big slices, and it doesn't really matter the shape of the eggplant, like how you're going to cut it, because as I said, we're going to fry it and mash it later. So if you have a big frying pan, you can definitely just slice the eggplant into big circles, and then you can fry it after that. Okay, after I cut all of my eggplant, I am going to sprinkle some salt on the eggplant, because we're going to try to draw or drain all of the like the liquid and the water inside, and that helps with controlling the bitterness of the eggplant too. As well, it's going to help us when we're frying it, so it does not absorb a lot of oil. We're going to leave this aside for around 30 minutes or an hour. I usually leave it for only 30 minutes, and after that, drain the water before you fry. Now, the oil has to be a lot. I hate frying. I don't like it at all. I think it's one of those things in the kitchen that don't I don't prefer it. But I have tried to cook this eggplant in different ways, and this is the most flavorful way. So you have to deep fry the eggplant. So you want to make sure that your oil is very hot and it's a lot. Okay, and do not just jam all of the eggplant in one like round. You want to fry it a little bit by little bit. And also, I prefer to have the color like golden brown, so do not burn the eggplant, it will be bitter. After that, we're going to start making the sauce. So I have some garlic and also some green chilies. I'm using bird's eye here. You can use jalapenos, I imagine, as well will work. And you can use as much as or as little as you prefer. I like it spicy, so I mash them here. You can also put everything in the food processor if you prefer, and this is an easier way for you, but I'm just showing you the traditional way of making it. So usually they will use like a huge big mortar and pestle and put the eggplant with the garlic and the chilies together and mash everything. But I don't have it. I have a small one. So halfway through mashing the eggplant with the potato masher, I added the chilies and the garlic and then mash them all together. Now, on a saucepan or a pan, you are going to add a little bit of oil and a little bit as well of tomato paste. I like to fry the tomato paste a little bit before I add everything else, and just to cook the tomato paste and the maybe the acidity of the tomato paste a little bit. Okay, now I added the eggplant to the tomato paste. I'm moving it a little bit before I add passata. You can use canned tomatoes, but I like passata because it just saves me the extra step of blending the tomatoes or the canned tomatoes. Okay, I'm adding here a little bit of chili powder, cumin, and coriander powder. Also, again, usually only cumin and coriander are used, but I like a little bit of spiciness, extra spiciness. So I'm adding chili powder. I also added a little bit of salt. Keep in mind that you already added salt. You salted the eggplant earlier, so do not add too much salt now. and we're going to try later and see if we need more salt. Okay, I added a little bit of water because I'm going to add the very secret of the Sudanese eggplant dip, which is peanut butter. We love using peanut butter for savory dishes. So I added a little bit of peanut butter. The water is going to help with like melting the peanut butter, and if your peanut butter is unsweetened, then you don't need to add any more sugar. You're going to cook the eggplant till like the oil starts seeping out on the sides, and that is your sign that this is done. I added a little bit of black pepper, and I usually add the black pepper at the end because I prefer to have the black pepper flavor a little bit strong. Okay, I let the dip cool down a little bit, like around 20 minutes or something, before I added the yogurt. You don't want your yogurt to curdle if it's too hot. And then I added lime juice. You can add lemon juice. Um, you can add fresh lemon juice, fresh lime juice as well. Okay, mix everything together. And now I'm adding a little bit, a pinch of sugar because my peanut butter is unsweetened peanut butter. Remember, if you're using sweetened peanut butter, you don't need to add the sugar at all. We're adding a little bit of that sugar just because of the tomato paste and the tomato passata that we use. So just to help with the acidity again. I am tasting it. You need to taste at this step because then here you're going to figure if you need more salt or you need more lime juice. These are the only two things that you actually will need to add. What you're looking for here is for it to be tangy and sour and nice and peanut buttery and all of that kind of thing. So tomato lime juice is important. And here you have it. This dish can keep in the fridge for around 5 days. I might have pushed it up to 7 days before, but yeah, it can. Usually, you find it in your grandma's fridge like every week, or your mother's fridge every week in Sudan. And as I said, it's so easy to just like put a little bit of that dip into a piece of bread and have it as a sandwich, or serve it to your kids, or have it in your next potluck. And I hope you try it, and if you do, please let me know. And thanks for watching.